Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of Rage Quit TV. Gonna be casting a game between oGs.ForGG and Liquid Hero. It is a PvT on Entombed Valley, and 4GG unfortunately no longer on Team oGs because they did disband. He is teamless, and you may know him as Finn as well because he did try changing his name over to Finn, but people call him 4GG anyways. Hero, he is a very talented Protoss player, really fun to watch, really hard to emulate. A lot of Korean players do joke about his stream saying, well, he's great to watch, but if you want to emulate his play, you're gonna have a bad time because Hero, he does a lot of cute types of play, lots of multitasking, lots of Warp Prism things. If you want to see Warp Prism with Immortal Micro, Hero is the one to watch, especially in PvP because, well, he loves doing that. I think Huck actually took the Immortal Warp Prism style from Hero because Huck does that a lot as well, proving that he has top 3 control, but Hero, I'd say on a good day, he has top 1 control, but on a bad day, he can do relatively bad. He has said multiple times that nerves are an issue for him, so whenever he goes to a live event, if he is nervous, well, he no longer has that top control, and his play sometimes falls apart a few games, and then he just gets into this mental slump, and it's just not good. 4GG, I haven't seen him play all that much. He is a very aggressive Terran player from what I am seeing. Hero right now just staying right here. He wants to see if 4GG ends up taking a gas, because if he doesn't take a gas, then he has to worry about a 1 Rax expand or possibly a 2 Rax, and just getting the count on SCVs while he's here. He says, okay, there is 14 SCVs mining mineral, actually 13 because 1 is building, and 1 SCV building the barracks. So he sees all the SCVs there and knows, okay, there's no SCV scout, there's no proxy, so I know this is going to be a 1 Rax expand. There's nothing that 4GG can do. So Hero immediately going to go for this Nexus first. You can see he placed his pylon here, wanted to go for a gateway, but saw his opponent not doing anything. He's like, well, you're doing a 1 Rax Expo. No SCVs are out on the map because I did count your line. So I know this is very safe to do, and Hero getting an early edge in this game with that early scout. Well, I'm not sure if it was early. I think it was a 9 pylon scout just going across, knowing that that Nexus first is a safe build to do, especially on a map like Entombed Valley because it is such a big map. 4GG is going to scout this now, and he's going to be like, oh, crap. This is bad because now you have an advantage, and if I want to try to attack you, I can't really do that just because the rush distance is so long. So 4GG, we'll see exactly what he ends up doing. I am really curious if he ends up trying to go for a relatively fast third base and just say, okay, you're going to play greedy, I'm going to play greedy as well. He is getting those Marines out. Doesn't have to get a bunker up anytime in the near future just because it was a Nexus first. I'm going to be guessing around 5:30 we may see a bunker go down because that may be the time Warp Gates does finish. I don't know the exact time because, well, Chrono Boost change it every single game upon build, so it's very hard to know the timing, but 5:30 is a really safe time to get the bunker up, and there we go. He is going to go for a really fast third base just because he did see that Nexus first, showing that 4GG not going to do what I said in the early game when I said he's a very aggressive player. He noticed, well, I can't really do that much aggression. I am just going to be getting a command center up relatively quickly. And now going into his scouting, he doesn't know all that much. This Cybernex core I think was a little bit late. I don't think he threw it down immediately after the gateway. But we'll see exactly when that does finish and when 4GG will get a bunker, because he is definitely going to be getting a bunker because he did take this really fast third base. Double gas is going up now at 27 supply. Hero just on 1 gas right now, and it looks like, no, that's a Stalker. I was about to say he's going to go on a fast third as well because his minerals are getting relatively high. Now just use a bunch on something, and yes, it is a Nexus. So he is going to go on a really fast third base as well. We're not even in the 6-minute marks. And the bunker did get placed, that looks like, at 550. Another gas going up. Oh, another 2 gases going up by 4GG. And this is a little bit odd just because he's going to be having a lot of gas so early. What's he going to be using this gas on? The barracks is getting a tech lab right now, but he doesn't really have anything to use gas. So what is he going to be doing? He has to get a factory up really soon. His first 100 gas has been mined, so the factory will be built right now. Come on, where is it? It has to come down, and it looks like he's just going to start stim, so not going to get the factory right away, just getting that stim research. We'll see exactly when that does come. Hero now taking his 3rd gas, And 4GG definitely will have a lot of gas really quickly. But it is going to stack up for a little bit just because he's mining off of 4 gases and can only really produce Marauders and get some upgrades. And until the factory comes out, he is not really that gas intensive. He could survive off of just 2 gases until the factory's done and he can get a starport, get medevacs out with a reactor on, and then he will be, and he does stop mining out this gas. So this was really, as I was saying, it was an early gas. And the reason behind that was just so he could rush out this combat shields upgrade as fast as possible and get his factory out, or I'm assuming he wanted to get his factory out as well, but he's not building that. You can see he's at 300 gas, so I'm not exactly sure what build 4GG is doing. That is a little bit surprising by me. I thought maybe he was mining off 4 gases, so he got that gas really quickly, could start combat shield, stim, and his factory all around the same time. He is getting a Ghost Academy right now, along with +1 infantry weapon, so his gas not getting that high, but maybe he realized, okay, I didn't need this gas after all, or maybe getting this allows you to get your stim packs like 40 seconds earlier, which could help you defend against any type of 2-base all-in. So maybe that's why 4GG did it. I will never know unless we get to talk to him, but he is Korean, and it's very hard to ask him why he was doing such a thing. But Hero, looking like he wants to put a little bit of pressure on, has a lot of sentries at this front door with Zealots. And 4GG does not have stim yet. You can see that stim so close, so maybe he knew this was happening going into his vision, doesn't know about that 3rd base. But look at the timing of stim, and this is all going to be because he did mine off those 4 gases temporarily, now putting SCVs back on this 1 gas. 4GG now sees the sentry, sees this 1 probe. SCVs have been pulled off the line, so he can help defend against this, and this is going to be a close defend. SCVs, though, water around the bunker, so the Zealots cannot get a complete surround on it. Force fields go down, but not doing all that much. SCVs still getting the repair off, and he does fends this 3-base pressure from Hero, but he is whooping in a lot more Stalkers. Those Stalkers are at 0-0. That combat shield upgrades has finished, along with doesn't have +1 armor, getting his +1 weapon, so 4GG is going to be ahead, and now has put his guys back on gas, so this is definitely a little bit odd from 4GG, putting them on and off the gas. Now SCVs kind of deciding what they want to do. Maybe he's just getting them back. 2 Ghosts are now out, and they do have energy for EMPs, so that will put an end to these sentries, because if they landed in EMPs, the stim would come and all the Stalkers would go down almost immediately. So we do have Hero pulling on back. Going into this, we do have the concussive shells along with that stim. I never mentioned that research. It is so darn quick. I just missed it. We do have Charge and Templar Archives coming out from Hero, but he is going to be falling behind on those upgrades because going around, I don't see any forges yet. Hero not getting any forges, his mineral staying really, really low, but just going to be going on tech and not upgrades. While 4GG, he is kind of doing both. He's kind of halfway, doesn't have any medevacs, which is a little bit worrisome because, well, Stim is going to make his army no longer able to retreat, just because if all these units stim once or twice, it's no longer use. Putting them back at base, they just become like a supply dump at that point. And you're like, why do I have all these units that can't even stim? So these units probably not going to see a return home unless the medevac count does get up high. He is now getting medevac, so they may return home to heal up, but I don't think 4GG is going to be backing on off. I think he wants to do damage, or maybe not. That Hero has forced that disengage with those force fields, and that would delay this army long enough for Hero to get another warp in. So he decides, okay, well, that just increased the rush distance by that much to allow you to get 2 production cycles on this, so I cannot engage you. He is going to be pulling back, going to get medevacs, and Hero, in the meantime, is getting those Templars up, going to have Archons, going to have Storm, and this is going to be a nightmare for this bio because that meta count is so low. He is going to be depending on those EMPs to deal with these Templar. There are 3 Templar out, maybe even more. No, only 3, not leaving them scattered about to deal with drops. So right now, 4GG could do a lot of damage to Hero by drop play, but it looks like he's going to be running ahead. You can see 2 units stimmed ahead and just going to be serving as a scouter. Now the Ghost is going to be the scouting unit. 2 sentries at this 1 ramp. Scan does go down. Sentries get EMP'd. No force fields on those guys, and there's 1 in the back with enough for 2 force fields. The Storm does go down, forces the units not to engage up the ramp, and more Templars are going to be warped in. I imagine they're going to be morphed into Archons, but maybe not. They don't have energy to really do anything. That 1 Ghost getting a beautiful snipe off, And now another beautiful EMP. Look at all that energy down. The one Archon is morphing, and 4GG is going to be engaging at this ramp. Hero is pulling back. Templar gets in to get a storm off, and that is a big storm. 4GG running back in. Going to be taking out one of those Archons. No, he doesn't get it before it warps in. Now one is going to be joining the battle. Keep in mind, 4GG units are injured, and he's going to have to be pulling back. Going to have to stim and kite away. He cannot take out this force anymore. It is too injured, and these medevacs are going to be falling. More medevacs are in production. We don't have Blink. Hero actually went for charge before Blink and not getting Blink at all. He is getting 2-2 right now, so he does have his Forge up. He isn't that far behind. Actually, he's going to be ahead in upgrades relatively soon because 4GG only has one eBay. At the same time, Zealots do get whooped in over at this one base. Is going to be doing no damage at all. 4GG does get in, but these Zealots are now pulling the units out of position to allow these forces. No! The Zone Nagitail was held by a Marine. That is enough to convince Hero it is not a good idea to go and run up. Even though 4GG was a little bit out of position, that could have been very, very bad. I'm kind of surprised 4GG doesn't take out these rocks. I think that may be a little bit of a mistake just because big areas for number 1 force fields and number 2 storms. And here it looks like he's warping in units at 2 fronts. Going to be doing this multitasking that I said earlier. Zealots and High Templars at this one side, and we have a bunch of units over here. So here is going to do a 2-pronged attack. The Zealots want to run in, but 4GG has units absolutely everywhere, and it can defend that. Also worth noting, 176 supply to 159. 4GG actually in the lead, but Hero is taking his 4th base, and these storms still can do damage. It doesn't matter that the supply lead isn't 4GG's favor by 20. Storms and EMPs make a huge difference in the battle. This one Templar is going to get a storm up, but these Bio-Units can just kite around the Zealots, and it looks like Hero is going to try to run up here now. Gets a feedback off on that one Ghost. Very nice job. This one medevac has 4 Ghosts in it, so they cannot get feedback. Very nice call, so he can just drop the Ghost and then immediately EMP. Zealot's now going to be running in. This one Templar still has energy, going to get a storm off, but very good cutting by those Marauders. Zealot's now going to form kind of a wall so the Templars can escape because they are indeed very, very slow. But Hero cannot penetrate the defense of 4GG no matter how much he has tried to defend this or how well he's done his multitasking. 4GG just defending this so well. And that medevac count is starting to get high, but you can see the medevacs don't really have any energy, so that will definitely be playing into battle. All this aggression by Hero is making those medevacs very low on energy, and that is one of the big advantages Terran Bio has. It makes it seem like Terran Bio is invincible, is the medevacs just constantly healing, but without the energy, it's going to be significantly weaker than you would expect. Or at least I'm assuming it will. Storm does go down on those Marauders. They are going to be cutting back, and a Colossus now joins from Hero. That Thermal Lance is only halfway. He is working on +3 attack. And the Storm does go off. 4GG immediately backing out those medevacs, just using all their energy as quick as they can regen it on healing from those small but deadly storms from Hero. His army very small. Big EMPs go off. You can see those Templars backing on off, and it looks like this 4th base is going to go down. 4GG has a massive army, but Hero has the same supply. Where is your army, Hero? And it looks like it is out of position. I have no clue what it is doing. Storm is going down on this one ramp. The Colossus doing some very good micro. Another beautiful Storm. And it looks like he is going to be holding this. But you can see his army now just starting to come in. This base may fall. Here's the army I was talking about. All these units were at this side for so long, choosing not to come in to help. It looks like Hero completely forgot about them. That Colossus poking them, daring the units to come down. Looks like the Ghost did go up in the medevac, and everything is lifting up. There's no anti-air. The 4th base does fall, but 4GG still only on 3 bases. So it is still anyone's game right now. The medevacs did survive for the most part. They should get repaired. You can see how many are at like 20 health, or 13, 40, and 23. Oh my god, 4 High Templar do go, walk into 2 Marauders, but none of them fall. Thank God. Hero's clause count, though, is up to 3, and we don't really have any Vikings out from 4GG. Only 2 Vikings, and to deal with 3 Colossus effectively, he's probably going to need around, I want to say 10, just because those Colossus do have +3 armor, and to my knowledge, the Vikings are upgrade list. So generally I would say you only need like 6 or 7 Vikings, but I'm going to say 10 just because of that Colossus upgrade advantage. Going into the Vikings, yes, 0 upgrades on them, not getting them, and only producing 2 at a time. The Colossus did kind of take 4GG by surprise, and he doesn't have double starports to make up for it. But the key thing is, he has all of his medevacs still alive. That Templar, 3 Templars go down, and a big sandwich kind of coming in from 4GG. Big reinforcements come. Those Colossus are running back. Those 4 Colossus have no cover. Stalkers now do join in from Hero, and it looks like he can hold his position now with all of his reinforcements. Another EMP, though, does go down. Doesn't look like it hit anything, and Hero miscontrolled 3 of those High Templars that I was watching at the beginning of that fight. And that could have been a lot more storms that Hero put down on 4GG, and now Hero just kind of pulling on back. You can see pylons being scattered across the map just so he can pick off drops, and also no one drops are coming, and also warp in all around the map. So wherever a battle is, he can kind of warp in for reinforcements. The hopeful thing, though, is that he doesn't warp in units and then forget about them like when he lost that 4th base. And 4GG only has 3 Vikings, and this is strangely effective, forcing the Colossus to retreat. There's 4 Vikings, picking them off, and I have eaten my words. He has dealt with that Colossus count with only 4 Vikings. The Colossus went plus 3 armor. Vikings had no upgrades, and these are some Hero Vikings. Oh my god. We do have a command center being landed on this one base. The danger of this, though, this one Expo, very vulnerable to storms. So maybe we will see a sensor tower go up around this area, because you can see all the forward pylons. If this was a High Templar got energy, he could storm the crap out of this mineral line, and he's actually got one up here. So that is a big danger on that base. If he doesn't leave anything to check up on this high ground, the 2 Zealots come in, take out a few mules. The Planetary Fortress is going to be enough to fend them off, and then 4GG is going to be like, yes, I am safe. And then the storm are going to come, and this 4th base looks like it is going to be coming down again as Hero is backing on off. The supply is relatively even. That Colossus, though, walks up and takes the death. And the Ghost coming in, gets some EMPs off. That 4th base does fall, and now we have those 4 or 5 Archons trying to do the best, but that is so much bio. However, it is a lot of Mirages. They don't have that much DPS. They're just bathing in the storms. And there we go. Hero has deflected that attack, but at the cost of his 4th base and 30 supply. Meanwhile, we do have... maybe a storm drop did go. I'm not exactly positive. Yes, wherever the Vikings do land, and now killing some probes. The worker kill count is 30 for 4GG and 17 for Hero. The worker count, 57 SCVs to 53 probes. So Hero is getting up against the ropes, not even getting that shield upgrade, kind of ditched upgrades once he got the 33. And again, 4GG's EMPs have been so good, I don't know if that shield upgrade would do that much, honestly. Hero just constantly got EMP'd and constantly miscontrolled a few key units just before a battle. And 114 supply, though, to 129. It's anyone's game still. Those Zealots are going to be coming in. Those Vikings going to be a waste of supply. The High Templar do come in, get a relatively nice storm. The Vikings do land, and that High Templar is at full energy. Is being targeted down, and then stops getting targeted down as something did die. And he gets all those storms off. That is what Hero needed. You can see all of the units in the deep red. The Archon's going to turn around and lights out Bio Forces. But the stim does go. Reinforcements have come. Archons are gonna fall at the same time. We do have a few Stalkers up here. Lots of High Templars trying to gain energy so they can storm this mineral line. Targeting down the mules, killing off the bank of 4GG. But 4GG does have quite a bit. This Nexus is back up. And the work count is, well, 24 SCVs. Lots of SCVs have gone down. However, look at the mining bases. How many SCVs do you need for one real mining base? Because I tell you, this 3rd base, game goes, well, if he mules up, this base will be gone in like 3 minutes. So, could use a few more SCVs, but 25, not that bad. Hero is at 53, and, well, he's got a lot of gas, so that is a lot of SCVs just eating that gas. So maybe he's decently saturated all around and has like perfect counts. Actually, I think he is. I think 53 is the magic count for Protoss right now, just because he is getting all the gas, and it doesn't look like he's oversaturated. I'll check that natural in a minute. We do have some good storms going down. The ghost count has started going down from 4GG, no longer building those ghosts, and that means these High Templar are just getting off the storms they need to stay in this game. The Archons are going to be able to clean up this Fire Force, possibly 4GG doing some great kiting. You can see the unit split as he picks off all those Archons. This Templar has no energy. Wait, 73. He will get a storm off before he dies. Zealots go finish that off, and yeah, I misspoke. It is not perfectly saturated everywhere. He does have an extra 10 or 12 SCV probes. And still landing these Vikings around, still making use of them. Very nice job for GG. He's Korean. You can tell he is just using all his multitasking every way, shape, or form. These Vikings that are no longer useful because Colossus, well, they're now just landing randomly, trying to kill what he can. Unfortunately for him, it's kind of a wasted effort because the probes don't really need to go down. They're kind of a waste, a little bit of a waste. That one Stalker is going to fall. Did do some more damage to those SCVs, down to 23. And for GG, maybe he's not getting Ghost because he doesn't have SCVs on gas anymore. You can see his gas count staying so low. He's focusing all on minerals pretty much. Going over in this income graph, you can see 48 gas per minute. So that is why that ghost count has dropped off. He hasn't put his guys back on gas after getting assaulted. So a little bit of, I guess, a blunder there. And now he is going to be backing on off. Hero also just kind of backing off. Neither player wants to engage. They're both in that sticky situation. However, Hero, he's at the bed. Well, no, there are 4 ghosts. So he has managed up to muster up the gas for 4 ghosts. But by doing so, he's a lot more Marine heavy. And that Marine heavy composition will go down very fast to storms. You can see the Colossus count, not Colossus, the Marauder count very low now compared to how it was. But he doesn't need those Marauders. He needs DPS and he needs Ghost to deal with these Archons. If he gets EMPs off on these Archons, it's game over right then and there. We do have Zealots still just constantly doing harassment over at this one base. Stalkers on this high ground picking off SCVs. And 4GG wants to go in for the kill. And just storming, just trying to lay as much as he can. Doesn't have an Observer. Oh my god, no Observer here. But we don't have EMPs for these ghosts. This 4th base is going to be sacrificed. You can see the probes retreating, but he knows that 4GG not really mining either. Neither player really has a 4th base. Yes, this is up, but look at the SCVs on it. Neither player really mining right this now. And it's all going to come down right here. There's Ghost, no energy. There's no High Templar. Everything can kite. And the Ghosts do get picked off in miraculous timing. A big storm, though, does come off. But a flank from 4GG goes on this high ground, and Hero GG's out of that. Beautifully played by 4GG. And what an epic game. And I'm not going to do analysis. Sorry, guys. I am watching DreamHack, and I'm trying to watch DreamHack and Battlestar Galactica at the same time because I just started watching that a few weeks ago. And I'm just about done. I got to watch the movie and then like the final 4 episodes. So that's my plans. DreamHack and TV. Sounds great. Hopefully you guys are enjoying DreamHack. And cheer Hero on at DreamHack. And if he does poorly, or if he is doing poorly, not going to do any spoilers, leave him comments in his fan club. Because he does read those. I know for a fact Hero loves comments on his fan club. 4GG, he probably does as well, but I don't know if he reads it like Hero. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Take care, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And, yeah, see you guys next time.